Hey Rockstar! In this video I want to dive straight into improvising, but it is essential that you read that document that I sent along with this video. It's going to highlight all the important theory and just the basic ideas and foundations around the improvising. And if you understand that stuff, then the video is going to be really easy for you. Let's start with 5 common mistakes I see guitar players make when they start improvising. The first one is using the entire scale. There are 7 notes in total, and all the different octaves gives you a large space of notes to use. So what you want to do, use a small section of the scale at a time, maybe 3 notes, maybe 2 notes at a time. My favorite spot to use is down here in G major. Got a major root and a minor root in a 6-note combination, all in the same shape, so it's really easy. The second mistake I see guitarists make is trying to fill every beat. The backtrack is filling the beat for you. Let me show you quick. Backtrack fills the beat. So you don't need a new note every beat. You can let your beat sing out. See what I mean? Just give your solo space. Give your little licks and lines space, air to breathe. It sounds a lot better. The third mistake I see guitarists making is trying to play a new note for every note they play. So they'll play a note, then the next note has to be another note, and then another note. You are allowed to play the same note twice. You can start on the tonic, play it again, add one, go back, add more. You are allowed to stay on one note and hold it. Mistake number 4 is going too fast in the beginning. If your muscle memory doesn't know the shape, then it doesn't help you trying to go fast because your fingers are going to fumble and you're going to get frustrated. And that leads into the 5th mistake, which is trying to improvise without muscle memory. If your hand does not know the shape, learn the shape before you try to improvise, because the shape is where you climb around. You climb around from your root note onto other notes. If your hand doesn't know where to climb, or if it's uncomfortable with the shape, you're going to fumble and you're going to get frustrated. So all the fancy stuff like two-handed tapping and sweep picking and shredding will get a lot easier if you know your shapes and you have the shapes in your muscle memory. Then you can navigate the shape with your left hand and your right hand, that kind of thing. First get your shapes off by heart and prioritize muscle memory. Okay, so let's try an example in G major. We've got the chords G major, C, and E minor, and I want you to try it in this part over here. 6 notes. We've got a minor root note over there on the 5th fret, and our major root note on the same string on the 8th fret. And don't even think about the sounds just yet. First get your hand comfortable in the shape. And then as you train your ear and let your notes ring out during the backtrack, then you can start working on like exactly where you want to go in the scale. Do you want to go higher? Do you want to go lower? But for now, don't overthink it. It's a pattern. It's a little pathway your hands can run on, and you've got checkpoints. You've got your minor checkpoint and your major checkpoint, and that's all that matters in the whole scale. In your pentatonics, in your majors, everything. Root notes are your most important, and the rest of the shape is just a path for you to walk on with your fingers. So lastly, things like shifting the mood and stuff in your passages would just be a case of going from the major root note onto the minor root note. So let's try an example. I'm going to do the first 4 bars in a sad mood, and then the last 4 bars in a happy mood. Check this out. The backtrack stays the same. It's the same backtrack I sent to you. So in a nutshell, improvising is just highlighting your root notes and using your scale as a little path to climb around on. I hope this helps, and remember to read that document. Lastly, I want to see all of you guys grow as musicians, so if there's anything here that didn't make sense to you or you have any queries, please don't be shy to DM me on Instagram.